What's going on, guys? Jacoborth back here with another video of Jacob's Life in Vegas, coming to you guys today with a video about maximizing your time when you are here on a vacation in Las Vegas. So go ahead and hit the thumbs up button because I have 15 tips to help you out, broken down into 5 categories as I'm cruising around here, north end of the strip. Flip the camera. There we go. Right over here by the Strat. In the downtown or city of Las Vegas sign. During sunset. Beautiful time to be out here. So we're going to cruise around. We're going to be walking, talking about this and how you guys can maximize your time here in Las Vegas. Now understand, this video is not about budget. This is not a budget travel video. This video is about people who are looking to come here to Vegas. They're going to spend their money on their trip here, but if it means that they may need to spend some extra money to get a better value or to have a better experience, they're willing to do that. Now, the 5 categories we have, starting off, we're going to start with planning, okay? Now, planning before you even come here to Las Vegas, before you even arrive, is, you're going to want to plan out what you want to do on the days you're here. So when you are here, and you're here on the strip or downtown, wherever you're at, say you're only here for 2 or 3 days, you want to do your best to plan where you want to hit in terms of geography when you're here, okay? So obviously if you want to do a bunch of stuff in the south end of the strip, try to plan that together as best you can. If you want to do a bunch of stuff on the strip here during the day, then hit Fremont, well, do what you can on the strip during the day, then go to Fremont later that night. Another tip when it comes to travel, this is what I encourage you to do, is for you to get TSA pre-check or to get clear if you don't have one of those, so it's quicker to get in and out of the airport when you're flying here and when you're leaving. Now, one thing you want to know about clear is that you can actually get that as a trial at an airport. I had to do that one time. But before I had TSA pre-check, which to get TSA pre-check, you actually have to I think I had to get my thumbprint or fingerprints, that kind of thing, do a background check, and then you get approved for it. But clear, I was able to sign up for a 30-day trial at an airport once, and I was trying to hurry up and get on a flight, and got to, cut the line just like you do with TSA pre-check with clear, and then once I got home, just cancel the 30-day trial. The next category we're going to be talking about to maximize your time when you're here on your vacation in Las Vegas is transportation. That's what we're going to talk about. Now, when you first get here to Las Vegas, you get off the flight, you're coming down to get your luggage, right? You see the sign pointing you where to go to the liquor store before you can even pick up your luggage. When you're in that area, I would encourage you to go ahead and ping your Uber, especially if you're here on the weekends, okay? Go ahead, ping your Uber, ping your Lyft, that kind of thing if you're going to take that, because the lines can get backed up, they can get busy. A lot of it just depends on how busy Las Vegas is, and of course, how many drivers there are out for Uber and Lyft that night. If you're gonna get a rental car, I would encourage you can do, through Hertz or Enterprise, well, not Hertz anymore, but Enterprise or some other rental car company. You could do it through them, but you can also do it on Turo. I'll put a link down below. If you've never used Turo, I encourage you to download the app, give it a try, and there's lots of different cars on there. Lots of them you can actually get at really good deals. So especially if you plan to go off strip, like if you want to go out to Red Rock, if you want to go to Valley of Fire, if you want to go to Hoover Dam or Lake Mead or something like that, where you're gonna have to drive, a decent distance from the Las Vegas Strip, I would really encourage you to get a rental car and do that kind of thing. The other thing you can do coming from the airport, if you don't want to do Uber, don't want to do Lyft, you don't do the taxi, you want to have like a cool experience, book a limousine. Call ahead of time, book a limousine. The driver will be there waiting for you when you get to baggage claim, and you can have a really cool limo ride from the airport to the Las Vegas Strip. The third category we're going to talk about, and I don't know which number tip this is, but anyway, we're going to keep going here, is with hotels. So when you do come to the hotels here in Las Vegas, you're trying to get the most out of your time. Dinner reservations, okay? That's what I encourage you to do. Even if you want to go bar hop, you want to, see different restaurants, that kind of thing, make reservations at one restaurant first, get that solidified, and then go bar hop around, go check out different restaurants. You can pop in, pop out, and that kind of thing. But at least get one place set first so you have that locked in, and then go move around and see what you can find. Another thing you can do, especially when it comes to restaurants and these hotels and casinos, is this works great if it's just 1 or 2 people, is just go grab a seat at the bar if they'll let you. You can order dinner, order your meal at the bar. Lots of times you can actually get sat quicker that way. So if you're solo travel, you're traveling as a couple, or it's just you and a friend, it's much easier to do that than it is, when you've got 4, 6, 8, 10 people, big bachelorette party, that kind of thing. So go ahead. You can possibly get sat faster by just going ahead and sitting down at the bar at a restaurant.
Jason.
Not quite.
Jason.
Something else you can take advantage of in a lot of these hotels and these casinos here in Las Vegas is line skips, okay? You can do this particularly like buffets. I remember 6 or more years ago at Bacchanal seeing people do that when it was, I don't know, like 40 something bucks for dinner back then. And then I think it was 10 or 15 a person if you want to skip the line because the line was, long to get inside there. So you can do that. If you don't want to wait, like, hey, you want to pay a little bit more money, get in there as soon as you can do the line skip. You can also do things like that, particularly when it comes to nightclubs or club scene in general, but we'll talk about that a little more later. The other thing you can do is when it comes to these hotels and casinos, the self check-in and check-out on the hotel's app. You will see this. You'll see signs for this in hotels when you're getting there, particularly around the front desk, about checking in, checking out, that kind of thing. So you can take advantage of that as well if you really don't want to have to, wait inside or wait in the long line to, check into your hotel. The fourth category we're going to talk about within these 15 tips is when it comes to attractions and maximizing your time. So again, with attractions, like with restaurants, I would say make reservations if you can. So particularly if you want to do something like, the zip line. So if you want to go down to Fremont Street, just a few miles north of here that way, and you want to do like the zip line and go over Fremont Street, then you can actually buy your tickets online, and essentially your tickets come with a reserved time. So buy those ahead of time, get your reserved time. That way it'll minimize the amount of time you have to spend waiting in line. You can be enjoying yourself on Fremont or somewhere else. But if you have your tickets already booked, it'll definitely help you have a better experience. Another thing you can do when it comes to attractions is try to arrive first when they open, okay? If you can get there early when they first open, you can be ahead of everybody else and you can get on it early, you enjoy the ride, enjoy whatever it is you want to do and go see, and then you can be on about your day. So whether it's something like the roller coaster New York, whether we're talking the Shark Reef Aquarium over at Mandalay Bay, or if we're talking something like the High Roller over at the Link, if you can get there when those things open, you can be one of the early people, you can jump on that experience, enjoy that attraction, have fun, take your photos, take your video, and then you can be on to the next thing. And the fifth and final category we're going to be talking about these 15 tips. I think I'm on number 13 right now. These are going to be related to the time of day when you're here, or just time in general. Now, if you're a morning person, then that can really work to your advantage when it comes to being here in Las Vegas and trying to get as much done as you possibly can. Because if you're awake in the morning, a lot of you guys have seen my vlogs or my live streams or videos I do when I'm out here on the strip in the early morning hours and there's almost nobody around here. So in the early morning, if you want to go, say you do want to go run, get your exercise, and hey, you can go for there's nobody on the strip. But if you want to go and you actually just want to go, hey, take a picture with the Las Vegas sign or something like that, or if you want to be on a tour, say you're doing a helicopter tour, a Grand Canyon tour, something like that, and you can be one of the first people, even the first tour of the day, then logistically that can be good because you are probably going to run into less issues when it comes to transportation and things like that. So you also can have more space. Maybe you're taking a bus tour. Maybe you are doing a helicopter tour. It's that early in the morning. A lot of people aren't going to want to be up that early in the day. So you may get more space on whatever ride you're doing. You may get more time, to talk to the tour guide one-on-one, that kind of thing. And just, you're more likely to be on time. The schedule's more likely to be on time if you're there early in the day versus, in the afternoon where, who knows, maybe an appointment got canceled, maybe a tour guide got sick, couldn't come in, now they're backed up and things are just kind of messed up for the rest of the day. So if you're a morning person and you can hop on these tours and do some of these things early in the day, you can knock a whole bunch of stuff out. Then you have the rest of your day to do whatever you want. Now, if you're a nighttime person, which here in Vegas, lots of people are out here to party in the nighttime as the sun is setting right now. Here in Southern Nevada, looking amazing. So if you're a nighttime person, say you do want to go out to do your partying, right? You want to go out to the clubs, right? You want to go out nightclub, strip club, right? Whatever, okay? You can skip the line at those places oftentimes. If you want to skip the line and you don't want to have to do like a package or bottle service or something like that, then what you'd probably want to do is go up to the front of the venue, ask for, who's the door manager, who's the lead host, who's something like that. Somebody, who's got some decision-making ability and some authority, and, just talk to them, be like, hey, if you're going to cut the line, they're still going to charge you the cover, especially if you're not buying a bottle package or something like that. So you're still going to pay the cover. Let them know, like, hey, I know we still got to pay the cover, but, me and my group, we would like to just, get right on it if we can. What can we do to make that happen? Or you can just throw them a number. Say, hey, say I give you $20 a guy or more, whatever the case is, depending on the venue, depending on who you're talking to, they may or may not talk specific numbers. But if you're not going to just do that to pay to cut the line, then you're probably gonna have to be looking at buying some kind of bottle package or something like that. Or say actually even if it's daytime, you're doing like a cabana or a day bed, you probably have to pay something, you're gonna be paying for that. So you can book it up front, you can pay in advance, book it ahead of time, because once you give them the cash and you're already paid, you know, people, if you come to the club, you've already paid money, you've booked something ahead of time and reserved it, they're more likely to get you in quicker because you've already paid the money. So you're gonna get treated, generally gonna get treated quicker, or generally get treated better and get inside the venue quicker. So if you do wanna go out to that party scene, day club, nightclub, whatever the case is, just understand if you want to, you know, really get in there and not have to wait all that time, it's probably gonna cost you some extra money. And the final thing when it comes to time of day or time of visiting here is visit during the week, because it's less crowded, less people, less waiting, still plenty of shows, still plenty of activities and things like that you can do when you're here during the week. You know, it's just not as many people, it's not as crowded. So it's easier, there's less traffic on the strip, there's less traffic around the area. You know, when you are here, I would tell you when you're trying to get around, don't drive on the strip, okay? If you're gonna get a rental car or something like that, don't drive on the strip, because the strip is slow. It is very slow driving up and down Las Vegas Boulevard. You do it one time, that'll probably be it for the rest of your life. So don't drive up the strip in your rental car if you're gonna wind up getting one. Learn to use some of the back roads and that kind of thing, or some of the roads near the strip. But you're gonna come visit, I would say come during the week if you really wanna maximize your time. I just did an entire video about this recently. I'll either put in the card up here or link in the description, something like that. Go check out that video as well. A whole bunch of reasons why Vegas is actually better for some people, and they like it better visiting during the week than they do on the weekends. So that was a whole bunch of tips for this video. I really hope you guys did appreciate it. Me putting that together, me meandering like around this construction zone here on the north end of the strip. So as the sun is setting here in Las Vegas, I want to tell all of you guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for being so awesome. I appreciate you. As everybody's going by on the bicycles right now. That's gonna be it for this video. I am Jacob, and this is my life in Vegas.